Hi, Stuart from Daw here. I'm in the finishing lab to introduce you and show you how to use this great new product called Edge It. What's great about Edge It is that it's an instant velvet soft finishing that contours to any curve. It has a pre-applied, very strong adhesive that's made to work with the materials we have here in O&P. Personally myself, I like the fact that it produces just a professional looking device. Convenient packaging keeps it perfectly clean until you're ready to use it. You can hang it on your bench, you can throw it into your hospital bag. All you need to do is pull it out of the package and it's ready to use. So I picked this Who for a particular reason. Two reasons. One is it has a lot of compound curves and I want to show you how well Edge It goes around all those curves. And two, it has some sanding scrapes and some imperfections in it that you won't see once we put the Edge It on. It's similar to a situation like when you make an adjustment in a hospital or a nursing home and you just don't have your great tools around. A couple just things to remember before we get started. One is that you want to clean the surface really well. Okay. Second thing is that we're going to stretch when we go around convex curves, and we're not going to stretch when we go into a concave curve. So what we're going to do is first we just pull back some adhesive on the tape. Use about 4 to 6 inches at one time. Put the center of the Edge It on the center of the plastic and just tap the top of the edge. Go to the corner, again tap the corner of the edge. Go around the corner and again just tap it right in the middle. So now we go back and we'll pinch this edge. And we'll pinch this edge, but don't pinch the edge on the curve until you've actually sealed it on both sides, because you create a wrinkle and you won't be able to get it out. So here I've got a strap, I've got to tuck around that strap, so I go real carefully around there, and that comes out real nice. And then we do the same thing on the inside. We come around, we seal it, a little stretch, and we put a little stretch when we put this down, and that way we create an edge with no wrinkle. Then we're going to come over here to the side. When you're going around a curve, it's beneficial to be looking at the back of it so you get a nice clean line. Again, we tap down the center, and again, we pinch to the inside. Then we come to some complex curves here. So there's some tricks to do this. One is that when you're going into a convex curve, you pull on the Edge It when you use it. That gives you some tension and that keeps wrinkles from happening on the inside and outside. When you go into a concave curve, you want to not stretch it, because you're going to need the stretch on the outside for your tape to lay down here. And then we go back to another convex curve. We have a big convex curve. And again, down the middle, and then we just come back and pinch. So we come around and get a nice curve there. It lays down flat, no wrinkles. We come down the stretch here. Again, I'm not putting much tension on this curve, on this concave curve, so that I can lay that material down on both sides. Let's go back to the final seam. I overlap 3/4 to an inch. I pinch. And instantly you've turned an orthosis that had all kinds of flaws onto a very professional looking device. So while we're here, I thought I'd also do a check socket. Really great for check sockets because you grind and you know, especially on a polycarbonate, you grind on it instead of having to polish the edge to a perfectly buffed edge, especially, you know, in the seat or in the groin. With Edge It, you don't really have to go that far. You could just sand it and you don't really need to do the buffing part because Edge It has that velvet cushion to it. And I'm starting in the posterior lateral because soft tissue there and I want to do an overlap finish. So this is really simple because it's really just tap it on the edge and pinch it down. And we're just going to do that all the way along. Again, same thing with convex and concave curves. When we're in a convex curve, we're stretching a little bit. We're in a concave curve, we're not stretching as much. So So the real key to this is just making sure you're dead center down the middle. See, it goes relatively quickly. Just put it on top, tap it, come back and pinch it. 3/4 of an inch overlap, all we need. And in less than 2 minutes, you've created maximum comfort for your patient, for your check socket.